What's up everybody, LS Hoops back with another review. Today we'll be talking about a very special shoe, the KD4 Retro in the Galaxy colorway. They originally released in 2012 as part of the All-Star Weekend pack. The other two shoes in the pack were the Kobe 7 and the LeBron 9. The LeBron 9 already got a retro. I hope we'll see one of the Kobe 7 as well, as the original performer didn't seem to be very good. I never had them, but I only heard bad things about them. So definitely a shoe that needs a Pro version. They all featured Galaxy-themed designs, and now they finally released the Galaxy colorway of the KD4 Retro. I've been wanting to get a pair of these for so long, as I think they look absolutely incredible. They used to be $95. There was a lot of hype about this shoe, but I couldn't find a pair of the OGs in my size. So a big shout out to Kicks. You'll find an affiliate link to their website down in the caption. If you use it, you get 10% off on everything on their website. So again, thanks to Kicks for sending them over. I know they were very limited, so I'm very grateful that they could send me a size 14 to review for you guys. The current retail is $130 or $140, depending on the colorways you can get in the future. Apparently, the Weatherman colorway will release in May of 2024. I definitely need to get a pair of these as well. As you can see, I have the Kyrie 7 Weatherman that were originally inspired by the KD4 Weathermans. And I love to play in this shoe. I love the color combinations, love the outsole. So I definitely need to get a pair of the retros. And apparently the KD4 Retro on Pearl is going to release around Christmas 2024 in the holiday season. And you know, I love pink shoes. I love the on Pearl shoes. I got the 16s here and also the 14s. So I definitely need to get a pair of the on Pearls as well. Let me know down in the comment section which KD4 Retro you'll be going after. With that being said, before we head to performance, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, it helps me out a lot. Leave a like, and as I said, comment your thoughts about the KD4 Retros and which pair you'll be getting. With that being said, let's move straight to traction performance, and man, this is one of the weirdest / craziest traction setups I've ever seen on a basketball shoe. For the pattern, we have like some traditional herringbone areas, and then it's just all over the place. We have some Thunderbolts here in the forefoot, of course, for the team KD was playing for back then, being the OKC Thunder, as we all know, before he decided to go to Golden State and now chilling in Phoenix. Also, we stop at the Nets in between. In the heel, we kind of have like this cross shape or X-shaped pattern with some herringbone structures along the outside. And even though it looks really weird, it performs crazy well on clean courts. And it's a very tacky and sticky setup, so you can really hear the traction perform. One big downside of this kind of setup is that it doesn't only stick to the court, but also dust sticks to the outsole. So dust pickup is pretty strong. Only by walking around my flat already when I tried them on for the first time, I had dust on them all over just after 2 minutes approximately. So if you play on dusty courts, these are probably not for you. Durability, on the other hand, is really good. The grooves are thick and hard to move, and I think that's also why this shoe was so hyped back in the day. That was actually still before my basketball playing days, so I never got a chance to get the OGs, as I said before. But it was really hyped because they were $95, a signature shoe for $95. Can you imagine that nowadays when we see crazy prices for LeBrons or in general Nike basketball shoes? The All-Star colorways they released this year, the GT Jump, was going for $240, and it's not even a signature shoe. So that's why these were so hyped. Great durability, could be worn outdoors, really nice colorway for only $95. And traction performance, very good. Just watch out if you're on dusty courts. Moving on to the cushioning setup, probably the worst aspect about this shoe. It's a lightweight but very dense Phylon midsole with a Zoom Air unit in the forefoot. You can really feel the Zoom Air, and you can't feel much from Phylon. Crazy thing about Phylon, sometimes it can be very soft, sometimes it can be very stiff, depends on the density and on the setup in the shoe. Here it's very dense, so not a lot of compression, and the Zoom Air unit, I'm even a little bit heavier for a guard, I would say, and even I can't feel it that much. So it's not the best. Court feel is great, however, so if you like that, these are definitely an option for you. If you need impact protection, I would look somewhere else, or maybe just rock them off court if you like the style of the shoe. For the support, also very interesting features on this shoe. You can see a shank plate with the Galaxy design here. You can see it through the outsole. I forgot to mention the outsole actually glows in the dark as well. So if you like that, that's something special for you as well. And the swoosh is reflective. You can probably see it a little bit here in this light anyways. Getting back to the support features, we can see the Galaxy print that was part of this whole pack when they initially released in 2012 on the shank plate throughout the outsole as well. And they have pretty decent torsional support. They don't move a lot, almost no forefoot flex. I do like that in basketball shoes because I just feel like they provide me with more support than just shoes that bend around like crazy in any direction. Next interesting support feature on this shoe is the strap. Actually, one of the few strap setups that actually does something for support or actually for lockdown, because it's connected to the upper down here. You can see it says pull for lockdown, and here it goes straight into the upper. And if you lift up the insole, that also features a Galaxy design, by the way, you can see that the strap is directly connected to the shoe's strobe board. So it actually really helps you get a more locked down and supportive fit if you pull really hard. Very nice feature. And as I said, torsional support is very good because of the shank plate, not a lot of forefoot flex. Lacing system also works very well. One weird feature, however, which I noticed while lacing them up, is the fit of the shoe. Probably also a very concerning aspect for a lot of you. I don't know if you've ever seen KD's feet, but they are long as hell and really, really narrow. So usually for wide footers like me, KD's shoes are not as good. They finally changed it up a little bit with the 16s. The 14s were right already. The 15s were hell for me. It was crazy to play with them. Very uncomfortable. I couldn't even fit in them, so I never reviewed them. That's also one of the reasons why. Here, however, they changed the fit a little bit, luckily. Also, big shout out to Nightwing from Weird Testers. Congrats on your 15-year reviewing career, by the way. I saw it yesterday on IG. And he pointed out that the original pair had kind of a banana shape. And you can see that this one still has it a little bit, but it's actually not as bad anymore. It actually has kind of your regular foot shape. It's also wider in the midfoot, which is very nice for me, so I can fit inside with my true size. If you have wide feet, though, I would recommend going up half a size or trying them on in store. This colorway, very limited. Maybe future colorways will not be as limited, so you can try them on in store as well. But as I said, the original pair had like a banana shape and was very narrow. Some people liked it, wouldn't have been great for me. So I'm very glad that the fit here is a bit better. The only thing I could notice of that banana shape was when tying the laces really hard here at the top, the material here, I would have some excess material. So like material that was not connected to my foot. So there would be a little bend in here when lacing them really tightly, just because the shape of the shoe is not really one-to-one with the shape of my foot. But that's kind of to be expected when playing with KDs. For the materials, kind of cheap materials, plastic upper, and nothing crazy going on. Some ventilation holes here on the side, very well needed because, of course, through the plastic upper, nothing gets through. They don't really confirm to your feet, but big plus is that they are extremely durable. So if you want to play outside with the shoe, I can definitely recommend them. They will be durable enough. I don't know if you want to take this colorway outside, as they are very special, but that's up to you. Something I don't like here is that the outsole, the Galaxy print here on the out/midsole, looks relatively cheap. I never had the original pair, so I can't compare, but also Nightwing said on the original pair it looked way better. Also, when I took them to the locker room, my teammates checked it out and they were all very fascinated by the shoe because it's a really hype shoe and a really cool design. But some pointed out that the midsole looks kind of cheap, and I have to agree. Apart from that, the design features on this shoe are absolutely incredible and amazing. I love the KD logo here in the heel, the Galaxy print all over, the Galaxy details. Here in the tongue, we have this Galaxy patch, which also featured on the other shoes that were included in this pack. And as I mentioned here, the lining and the ankle collar all have the Galaxy design. The shank plate has the Galaxy design, and the insole has as well. We have this kind of Pegasus here on this patch. I'm not entirely sure what it symbolizes or what it stands for. Maybe you can let me know down in the comments below. For the last part, the weight of the KD4 Retro. Keep in mind, it's a size 14, so they'd be a little bit heavier than what you hear from other reviewers. They come in at 576 grams or 16.8 ounces. With that being said, that's all I have to say on performance of the KD4 Retros. Really awesome pair design-wise. Performance not as crazy if you need cushioning. If you don't need cushioning, they will also work for you. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed my review, and see you next time for more performance reviews.